Looks like he's gonna. I bought it for an answer. She ordered the wrong size at hospital. Actually, that and the sweater. Yeah, so it worked out. That, oh, right. Good morning here in Chicago. Good afternoon to those back home in Michigan. Game two of the Chicago Mission Showcase here at Fifth Third Arena. Fox takes on Atlantic Coast Academy. They haven't played yet this year. Both teams come into this game of the showcase a win-win. Coast lost to Team Wisconsin yesterday, and Fox were upset by Madison. Gonna have Langen and Lenny with Ryan, Dylan, Ryder, and Chase and Net. Face up one by Ryan, straight ahead. Dylan picks this up, throws one through the crease. Langen steps, that's chipped around him. Ryan on the back check, evens numbers up. Lenny's gonna pick this up. Yep, Chase just rips it out of his zone. Coast B will get there first. 3-2 in front of Ryder. Up the board, now get back down behind the goal line. Lenny steps, gets a stick on this, slows it down, now get the leg on it, and another leg. Up, tied up, hits Ryder, Coast gets that out, Ryan picks it up with the red line. Ryan takes a look, throws this in deep. Fox will get a change. Ryder on the forecheck. One admin note, looks like Kale is playing B this game, at least for the first period. Coach's decision, Andrew's not playing the first period. Picked off by Ball. He walks in, shot, save, rebound. Coast takes this away. They're going to have 3-on-2 the other way. Duraney keeps him wide and pokes it away. Penny to Ball. Ball walks in. Tries to feed one to Duraney, taken away by Coast. Through the middle, 1-on-1 on Kale. Kale sends him wide. Gets a stick on this, sends him behind the goal line. Ties him up. Picks the puck forward to Kai. Kai chips to Penny. Now to Ball. Fox with 3 now the other way. Ball, long shift. Throws this in deep. Post with it in the corner. Front of the goalie now. Flip through the middle. Doesn't connect. Post to pick this up. Hearts. Antea. Granville. Coop. Fink. Poster with it. Through the middle for Granville. Granville avoids the contact. Turns the puck over in deep though. Hanrahan on it. Takes a look. Sets it up for Coops. Coops behind the net now. Near side to Antea. Off his stick. Posty picks this up. Soft chip can be read well by Hartz. He enters his own. Granville drives the net. Hartz tries to find one. Can't. Think. Top of the circle. Shot. Doesn't make it all the way through. Hartz down low for Antea. Antea thinks, tries to get it through the middle. Does to Hartz. Hartz shot is blocked. Comes right back to him. Now goes to Coops. Top of the circle. Coops shot is blocked. But stick with by Granville. Turns this puck over down low. Granville. Puck comes to Antea. Top of the circle. Antea drives the slot. Got through. Kicked into the corner by the goalie. Granville gets chase. He doesn't get there. Puck backhanded out of the zone. Icing's waved off. Fink got a stick on it. Chase out to play it. Sets it up for Fink. Fink up the board. That's going to go to Dylan to Ryan. Ryan enters his zone. Shot just wide. Big rebound. Ryan backhander hits the post. That's in the net. Out of play. Langen and Henning. Poischer, Lightfield, Adams. 16:07. First period. Ryan wins this to Ryder to Langen. Back to Ryder. Top of the circle. Now down low for Dylan. Tries to find Ryder in the middle. Taken away. Coast turned over though. Good back check by Dylan. Freezing up to Ryder. Ryder walks through the middle to Ryan. Ryan with a lot of room. Backhander save. Covered. Ties line out now. Penny and Ball. Langen and Henning stay. Penny in to take the draw. Wins this. Hits Ball in the shin. Comes free to Coast. Gets ahead. Gets around Henning. But Kai and Langen are back for it. Langen picks it up. Takes a look. Gets north-south. Over to Kai. Kai through the middle. Near side now. Walks in the zone. Got through it. Blocked. Loose. Ball with a whack at it. Can't find it. Post far corner. Turned over to Ball. Tries to go down low for Kai. Rolling puck. Kai picks this up. Off the board to himself. Now cycles it to Ball. Ball down in the corner. Cycles it back to Kai. Kai off the boards to Henning. Henning runs the blue line. Crosses one over to Langen. Langen looks for Penny in front. Tipped and saved. Good play there by Fox. Granville, Hearts, Day, Thornton, Delaney. Face off. Kale picks this up at the red line. Throws it in deep. Box in on the forecheck. Day and Hearts. Through the middle. Day gets a stick on this. Granville has a whack at it. Can't find it. Delaney's going to step up for this. He wins that. He throws it in deep. Cut off by Coast in the corner. Hearts with the hit. Day with the puck. Day pops off his stick. Coast goes down. Day on it. Turned over in the middle. Comes right back to Liam. Gets in deep. Through the middle. Tipped ahead. Kale cuts this off. Tips it in deep. Goalie rims this around. Kale stops us at the blue line. Sends one through. Coast save. Kicked right out to Parker. Parker sends one through. Hits Granville. Doesn't make it all the way in. Coast tries to back in this. Parker cuts it off. Parker around the hit. Coast with it. Soft chip behind. Through the middle. Kale picks this up. Sends one through. Kicked into the air. Granville on it. Shot wide. Just past Dylan. Kale gets a change. Puck comes to Fink. Fink down low for Dylan. Dylan, it's got Ryan in the middle. Gets ran off that puck. Puck top three to Adams. Adams turns at the dot. Down low, Ryan with a tip. Goes through the crease. Coast with it. Chipped out of the zone. Gonna get an icing hit. Chase way out to play. Chase moves it up for Dylan. Dylan enters the zone. It's off past the Ryan. Skips off his stick. Ryan up the boards for Fink. Bouncing puck. He holds the blue line. Pitches it in deep. Dylan's the first one there. Got Ryder behind there with him. Dylan's still with it. Through the middle, and Ryan skates. Ryan finds it though in the corner. Cross ice for Fink. Off his stick at the blue line. We're in hard around for Ryan. Ryan picks us up far corner. Backhands one along the blue line, or the goal line rather. Now comes up Scoops. Scoops over to Fink. Fink thought about shot, has it tipped off his stick. Scoops picks this up. He's got two on him. Turns tight. Takes a look up. Ryan throws this in. Cut off by Coast. Fink with it. Gets by Fink. Oh, good recovery stick there from Jack Fink. Keeps that out of harm's way. Offsides. $11:51 first period. Shots are 9-1 in favor of Fox. Penny, Ball, Ty, Langen, Lenny. Penny wins this to Jet. Skips his stick up. Backhands one along to Lenny. Lenny looks near side, hits Kai. Kai tries to backhand this one. They deepened out. Thought it hit the ref. Goalie up play it, rims it around, rides the Dacker right to Langen or to Lenny. Ball walks down low. It's goal line. Centers one on that save. Fox, you feel it just needs to pop one here, and the floodgates are open. Penny in to take the draw. Wins it to Langen. Langen walks the blue line, takes the middle. Sends one through, just over the net. Penny has a whack at it, doesn't get there. Post picks this up. Penny with the hit on the back check, frees it up. Langen takes it at the red line, puts it in deep. Post with it now. Penny and Ball on the forecheck. Now Kai joins him. Puck breaks out through the middle. Post in 3-on-2. Pitched in deep. Chase out play it. Sets this up behind the net. Rims it around for Kai. Kai with it. Slides one through the ball. Ball enters the zone. Take a look. Tries to rip one through some skates for Langen. That's taken away by Coach. Puck is thrown all the way down. Going to be on. No, it's not. Icing. Gay and Taya Hearts Thornton Delaney. Hearts in to take the draw. Puck is tied up. Coach takes it. 2-on-2. Parker sends him wide. Through the middle. Kale takes a stick away. And Taya's going to skate into this. Backhands through the middle of the day. Jay with it, with numbers. Slides one off the board to Delaney. Delaney sends one through, hits a player. Kicked out of the zone. Backhanded through the middle. Chase plays this. Backhands went along for Kale. Kale back into behind the net for Parker. Parker takes a look, comes out. Parker slides it over to Kale. Kale gets the red line, gets it deep. Hart's on the forecheck, takes this away down low. Delaney sends this in deep. Round it goes for Dylan. Dylan lets this go for Fink. Fink off the blue line. Down low, hits Hart or Adams. Adams shot, pops free. Delaney off his stick. Fink gets there, puts it in deep. Post with it, near side now. They retreat through the middle. Ryan gets a stick on this. Up near side now. Big bounce for Dylan. He enters the zone. Gains the middle. Takes a shot through. Hey. Goes with it behind the net. Yep, not. Oh, it is out. Rips off coast to stick out of the zone. Fink comes over to help. Fink takes this away. Coast with it still. Down low. Behind the goal line now. Through the middle, doesn't connect. Stays in the zone, no shot. Blocked by Fink out of the way. Adams has Dylan ahead. Gets it to him. Ryan joins the play. 2-on-3, Dylan and Ryan. Off of Ryan's stick, doesn't connect. Dylan gets a stick on this. Slows it down, scoops. Puck bounces through off Dylan's stick. He pokes it along now. Dylan beats the defenseman there. He's got Ryder in the middle. Slides one. Oh, Fink, top of the circle. Shot. Save. Looking for a tip from Ryan. Didn't connect. Penny, Molyneux, Ball, Henning, Langen. Faced off to Kai. Kai tight turn with it down to the hash mark. Weaves his way through. Puck knocked off his stick. Henning picks it up. Lenny doesn't get all that. Throws it in deep. Coach takes it away. Ball and Kai combine. Kai pulls it ahead to himself behind the goal line. Kai behind the net. Wraparound attempt stuffed. Puck pops all the way out to the blue line. Langen keeps it in though. Penny takes a look over his shoulder. Penny absorbs the hit, moves the puck along. Ball all over him. Ball takes this away. Gets help from Kai. Coach takes it back though. Looks to exit. Penny with the hit. Ties this up. Ball fans on the puck. Comes over to Lenny. Lenny out of the zone. Backhands one in deep. Fox touches up. Langen, Fox gets a piece of this. Chase out the play. Kai's calling for it. Case rips one off the glass. Kai picks this up. Looks far side. He's got Granville. Oh, he fans on it. Lenny picks it up. Lenny, ooh, dangerous. Yeah, Lenny gets a stick on this. Sends it up into the net. Fox out shooting. I'm 13-1. Had to break the plane of that goal line. Hart's, Granville, and Taya Thornton Duranian. Shot blocked by Chase, or saved by Chase, rather, not blocked. Puck behind the net. Kale and Hart's take this away. Hart's behind the net. Takes a look for Antea. Antea turned over. Post with it. Tries it back in the deep. Kale takes this away. Goes to Duranian. Duranian for Granville. Turned over. Post with it through the middle. Granville takes it back. Hart's pokes it along. Kale steps. Pokes it in deep. Post with it. Regains the red line. Throws it in on that. Chase saves it. Plays it over to Kale. Kale to Granville. Granville up ahead has Dylan. Dylan throws it in far corner. Fox gets a change. Ryan off the bench on the forecheck. Passed around him through the middle. Adam stands him up, but the puck gets through. In 2-on-2 on Duranian and Fink. Ryan back check. Duranian takes him down. Takes the puck. Adams, Duranian, Teuscher. Teuscher enters the zone. Over to Adams. Back to Teuscher. Shot. Save loose. Still loose. Fox couldn't find it. Dylan playing D picks this up. Holds the blue line. Duranian switches back with him. Dylan. Shot over the net. Behind the net. Adams has a whack at it. Can't find it. Post. Flips this out of the zone. Icing. Penny, Ty, Easton, Fink, Hoops. Up comes the Costa. Down low for ball. Ball, top of the circle, walks in, misses the net. Ball after his own rebound. Hoops with it. Takes it, gets it the ball. Ball avoids the hit. Gets it to Kai. Penny drives the net. Kai puts it in the corner. Ball on it. Houston turns the corner. Takes a look. Gains the middle. Sends one through. Goalie gets a stick on this. Hoops down low for it. Picks it up. Hoops behind the goal line. Oops, sorry about that. Up top for Fink. Fink sends one softly through. Glove save. Parks and Taya, Granville, Henning, Langen. Faced off to Lenny. Lenny sends one through. Tip just wide by Antea. Granville step. Keeps this down. Puck pops free to Lenny at the blue line. He backhands one along right to Granville. Oh, skips off his stick. Bouncing puck. Granville corrals it. Looks up to the point and hits Henning. Henning walks the blue line. Tip. Still loose. Hearts wide. And Teo with a whack at it. Post with it. Through the middle. Icing arm is up. And Henning and Langen. Toysher, Lightfield, Adams. 5:18 left. Puck to Langen. And we dropped it for Adams. Adams over to Lenny. Lenny at the hash mark. Tries to get one through to Ryan. Can't. Puck put into a soft spot by Lamp Post. Jack picks this up. Chase lets him know he's got time. Langen loads it down, moves it over for Dylan. Near side, Dylan. Through the middle, hits Ryan's skate. Ryan kicks it to himself, brings it in the zone. Throws the brakes on, takes a look. Backhands one for Dylan. Dylan drags it around one. Puts it in the corner, picks it up himself at the hash mark. Off the boards for Lenny. Lenny walks the blue line. Sends one through. Post save comes to Ryan. Goes back door for Dylan. Can't find it. Puck behind the net on Ryan's stick. He's got Dylan and Ryder and Jack in the middle. Over to Langen. Langen shoots, side of the net. Dylan with it. Up top for Langen. Or Lenny, rather. Lenny down for Dylan. Dylan poked away. Lenny holds the blue line. Lenny picks this one up. Backhands it along for Dylan. Dylan near side with a lot of time. Through the middle and deep. Fox gets a change. Goalie sets it up for his deep. High in on the forecheck. Post looks to break out. Beauty doesn't connect. Through the middle. Tail pokes this away. Duraney picks it up. Offside. Ball, Day, Kai, Parker, Tail. Face off one, shot in deep. Gets past Tail, face up, play. Over to Parker. Parker sets up, takes it behind the net. Hands on the pass. Moves it for Kai. Kai near side. Cross ice for ball. Smart play by Kale. I don't know if he did it intentionally or not, but Easton had gotten a glove on that, and Kale could have played it off Easton's glove, but he let it go, so it wouldn't be a hand pass. We let Easton pick it up. Icing on Coach, though. And Taya Hearts, Granville, Thornton, Duraney. Face off down low, coast. Back in. Oh, D falls down. And Taya picks it up. Cycles it along. Coast off the boards. Tail picks this up. Backhands one along for Antea. Through the middle. Poked away by Granville. Duraney on it. Duraney sets up behind the net. Through the middle. Picked off. Tail with the hip. Frees this up. Comes to Hearts. Turned over down low. Shot. Chase with a save. Parker behind the net for it. To Antea. Antea takes a hit. Somebody's stick broke. Puck to Kale. Kale over for Parker. Parker. Far side for Granville. Duraney gets a stick on this. Enters the zone. Hearts just too far for Adams. Lightfield steps down for it. Post takes that away. Yoan takes it right back. Down low. Think. Puck top three to Ryan. Ryder gets back on sides. Ryan in the zone. Here's the hack. Shot misses the net. Costa can't keep this in. Puck rolls all the way down. 2 minutes left. Hoops picks this up at the goal line. In the soft spot, Dylan gets a stick on this. No icing. Adams behind the net. Lays the hit. Dylan with the puck. Drops it for Coops. Dangerous play. Coops gets it down to Adams. So Adams hits Dylan in the slot. Dylan to Fink. Through a lot of traffic. Puck pops free to Coops. Down low. Coops off the boards. Into Ryan's skate. Ryan still with it. Rips one over for Fink. Fink to Ryder. Can't tip that in. Coops rims it for Dylan. This line with a lot of pressure this game. Fink down low for it. Ryan switches with him. Coops down low now. Ryan switches with him. Dylan back to Coops. Ryan at the blue line with it. Takes a look. Keeps it in. Flips it down. Glove down by Coast. Out of the zone. Lander in on Ryan. 1-on-1. Ryan sends him wide. Gets a stick on this. Pops free to Coops. Side of the net. Coops in the corner. Turned over down low. Shot goes wide. Minute left. Dylan picks this up. Cycles it. Not out of the zone. Thanks with it. Kai calling for it in the middle. Kai throws this in deep. Coast cuts it off though. B to B. Off the board. Langen takes this away. Ballsy on it. Throws the brakes on. That's poked away from him. Langen gets a stick on this 1-on-1 with Lenny. Lenny stands him up. Ball gets there. Takes with the third. Lenny gets his draw. Drops it for Langen. Langen to Kai. Kai for ball. Ball in around the cross checks. Stood up though. Puck comes in on that. Easton's still down. Up to a knee now. And ball off. Penny on. 15 seconds left in the period. Penny cuts this off. Gets it back. Taken by Costa. Out of the zone. Lenny gets a poke check on this. Coast rips this out of the zone. Langen cuts it off. That will do it for the period. Fox dominates the period 22-6 of shots and not put one in the back of the net. All right, Andrew's back out now with Lenny. Start this period. Hale moves back to forward. He steps out with Braxton Penny and Kai. Tough post with it. Tips through. Lenny steps, gets a stick on this. Andrew picks it up. Andrew skates it behind the net. Takes a look, throws the brakes on. He's right into the boards. Penny picks it up though. Penny to Kai. Kai rips it off the boards for Kale. Kale skates into it. Drops it. Oh, he tried to drop it for Penny, but missed him. Henning stands him up. Gets a stick on this. Pitches it deep. Near side, off the boards. Big bounce. It's going to come to Chase. He's going to have to play it. Behind the net. Ooh, dangerous play. Post on it. Backhand to him along. In deep. Penny to Kai. Kai shot. Comes to Kale. Kale keeps this in and gets out from Parker. Parker shot goes wide. Kai on the back door. Couldn't find it. Parker with it. Down low. Scores. Just like that. Fox opens the scoring. 59 seconds into the second period. Parker Durrani. Post wins that face off. Up the boards. Delaney with it. Langen, near side for Lightfield. Lightfield through the middle, gets to Torsia. Ryan with the hit behind the net. Adams. Talk free to Durrani. Poked away. 2-on-1 post. And on Langen. Shot. Chase it. Oh. I thought Chase had that. Face off one to Coops. Throws this in deep. Paya on the hit behind the net. Gets help from Fink. And Paya picks the puck up. Got Hearts in the middle. Stands on the pass. Puck up to Fink. Got tipped wide. Behind the net. And Taya with it. Jake, side of the net. Poked away from Hearts. Fink comes down for it. Moves it down to Hearts. Right in the corner behind the net. Middle. Granville misses the net. Oops. That's when the makes it through. To Taya. Backhander save. Jake has a couple bodies in front. Can't get it to him. Granville with a stickless. Puck turned over. Fink steps. Pokes this back in deep. Comes right back to Fink. Down low for Hearts. Granville calls for it in the middle. Puck pops all the way up to Coops. Oops, thought about the shot. Looks for the pass now. Misses Kai. Fink for it. Drops it for Kai. Kai at the blue line. Down low for Fink. Fink. Shots. Oh, man, I saw the net flutter. Rimmed around. Costa picks this up at the blue line. Walks the blue line. Sends one through. Tipped a few times. Loose in front. Can't find it. Comes back to Costa. He sends one rimmed around. Fink steps. Penny switches, or Kai switches with him. Fink after it. Rimmed around for Costa. Dale switches with Costa. Keeps this in. Backhands it in deep. Shot out by Toast, I think. Penny, Ty, Kale, Andrew, Lenny. And who wins this? Post takes it away, though. Rimmed around. Andrew steps. Post on it. Comes near side. Now Kai picks this up. Got Penny in front. Tip goes just wide. Thrown, not out. Andrew cuts this off. Far side for Kai. Kai looks back door. Nobody there. Shot is saved. Stay at 5. Penny ties this up. Trips through the middle. Kai pokes this away. Knocks it down at the red line. I still with it. Sprints up ice. In deep. Shot loose in the corner. Post tries to flip this out. Henning gloves it down. Throws it down low for Fox to the piece K. It's like Ty is going to take a interference. Now they put Duraney's number up there, but it's Ty in the box. Puck's tied up. Tops 3 to Coast. At the blue line. Down low. Parker steps. Gets a piece of this. Langen over for it. Gets the rest. Parker with a stick lift. Duraney on it. Backhands one too far for Ryan, but he pokes it out. Coast near side. Thinks about going to the middle. Evades Ryan. In deep. Ryan gets this out. Post at the red line with it. Drops. Ryan changes and Taya out. Pass connects. Duraney picks him up, sends him out wide. Adams pokes this away. Or not Adams, and Taya rather. Behind the net, coach goes D to D. Penny switches with Adams. Pace moves this along to Parker. Parker takes a hit, rims it around. Too far for Langen. Coach sets up now. 55 seconds left. Shot is blocked by Braxton. Braxton, or Penny, rather Duraney behind the net with it. Skates it out. Parker enters his zone. He's got Braxton with him. Braxton drives the middle. Parker tries to give it to him back door, taken away by Coach. Tail out now. Through the middle, that doesn't connect. Post down low, Fink on him. Fink takes this away off the glass, throws it down. Puck pop free to Dylan. Dylan's in the zone with Kale. Dylan drives the net, goes wide. Dylan loose in front. Coach picks this up, chips through, past Kale. Through the middle, Dylan pokes this away. Post back ends this in deep. 3 seconds, and that will do it. Chase rims it around for Dylan. Out of the box comes Kai. Kale picks this up. Kale skates it in. Through the contact. Down low, Dylan. In the middle has Ryder. Pop free to Poops. Out of the zone. Post. Skates it out. Bank seals it up. Spock skills off that power play. Dylan with it behind the net now. Rips one ahead. Hits Adam's stick. In deep. Ryder gets chased. Rimmed around. Ryan with the body. Dylan knocks this down. Drops it for Lenny. Lenny skates into this with a little bit of time. Looks far side. Hits Andrew. Andrew through the middle. Takes the drop to Ryder. Takes a look. Through the middle. Andrew shot wide. Dylan on it. Down low for Ryan. Still with Ryan. Ryder looking for Andrew backdoor. Doesn't connect. Andrew picks it up though. Up top over for Dylan. Back to Andrew. Backdoor Ryder. Tipped wide. Big pop out to Ryan. Comes to Ryder. Behind the net for Ryder. Or Ryan rather. Cycles it for Ryder. Ryder cycles it along to Dylan. Dylan picks this up. Ryan can't connect with this one. Puck's behind the net. Flips through the middle. Icer. Delaney and Langen, Hearts ball day. Puck comes to Parker. Down for Day. Day sends one to Tip Joe. Good tip by Hearts. Goalie flashes the leg pad, gets a piece of it. Langen down low. Puck comes to Delaney. Parker throws the brakes on, moves over to Langen, top circle. Jack walks down, shot. Ducks it up. Puck's out shooting him 29-7. But we're still in a deadlocked 1-1 game. It's off to Langen. Through ball. Rips down low for Day. Day picks this up. Drops the ball. Knocked off his stick in the corner. Easton in the corner. Up top for Langen. Langen walks the blue line. Sends one through. Tipped loose. Post with it. Hey, ice this down. That might be on Chase. Nope. Icing. Langen and Duraney, Torrington, Molyneux, Penny. Penny glides into the dot. Face off. Post takes this all the way down. Duraney stepped in front of it. Over to Kale. Kale bats this along. Penny just can't get there. Penny gets a stick on this. Chip software ahead. Duraney step. Taken away by Coach. 2-on-2. Helped away by Langen. Loose in the middle. Parker takes this away. Gets it to Langen. Did he lead this breakout? Langen in. Gets a stick on this to Parker. Parker shot. Scores! That's 2 for Parker Duraney. At five is responsible for both goals this period. It's up one ahead. Oh, Ryder almost picks his pocket. Puck in the corner. Post rings it around D to D. Doesn't connect. Yellen steps down for it. Picks it up. Down for Ryder. We've got Ryan in the middle. Ryder hits Ryan. Backhander. Loose. Save. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Poked in by Adams. Thrown in deep. Post D to D. Dylan picked this up. Oh, he thought he had Adams back door. Wasn't there. Post looks to break out through the middle. Misses the stick. Dylan on the back check. Fink steps up. Puck free to Fink. Tries to soft chip around. Taken away by the feet. Dylan gets it around now. Fink through the middle. Chips ahead to Ryder. Ryder has his stick lifted. Takes a hit. Centers one. It's a skate of Dylan at the blue line. Dylan at the red line. Chase lets him know. Dylan dropped it for Ryan. Ryan tries to chip around. Contact can't. Puck in deep. Fink off the glass for Dylan. And Dylan's feet. Soft chip to Ryan through the middle. Ryan has that knocked away. All the way down deep. Coop picks this up. Oops. Finds Adams. He finds Dylan. Dylan walks in. Got saved. Comes right back to him. Dylan still with it. All the way up top for Choke. His shot is blocked up over the net. And in the far corner. Rimmed around. Pops straight to Dylan. Dylan back in along to Andrew. He takes it off the boards. Turned over. Gets around him. Delaney on the back check. Got Chase with the save. Big rebound out. Rim down below. Delaney with it. Delaney, oh, man. Almost turned it over. He's got Andrew and Granville. Delaney scoops it out. Oh, you're fine. Got by Granville. Hits a body. Throws Prout with it. Oh, jeez. Andrew some straight trip down, but we'll play on. Granville and Taya have this tied up in the corner. Up down low, kicked ahead to Granville. Granville rims it up for Andrew. Andrew backhands this in deep. Andrew with it at the red line. Fox gets back on sides. Andrew walks in. Andrew around one, around two. Andrew throws the brakes on. Backhands one for Parker. Parker rips one just wide. And Taya picks this up. Turned over. 3-on-2 the other way. Parker sends him wide. Got Chase toe save out to Hartz. Hartz with Granville up ahead. Just too far for him. Need to be in front of the goalie. Puck is rimmed all the way down. I think. Face up one to Kai. Kai sauces one up top for Langen. Langen drops it down low for Penny. Ball can't get there. Kai can't get there. Lenny can't get there. Puck rims all the way up. Poked around Lenny. Langen picks him up. Langen rides the body, takes the puck behind the net. Moves it for Kai, doesn't connect. Post rips this down deep, hits it behind the net. Landing off the netting, out of play. Mark Thornton, Gay, Langen, Lenny. Face up one by Coast. Shot. Saved by Chase. Face off one again. Fox blocked by Day. Hearts on it. Off the boards for Liam. Doesn't connect through the middle. Both with it near side. Gets in deep. Landing on it. Rims it around for Langen. Misses Hearts through the middle. Down low. Lenny picks it up through the middle. Over to Day. Day for Hearts. Hearts has that knocked off his stick. Shift. Out of his zone. Langen tries to tuck it back in deep. Langen picks this up. Langen. We get a trip here on East Coast. Back finally to the power play. Dylan, Ryan, Ryder, Parker, Costa. Face off 1-5. Up to Parker. Parker looking for three. Parker walks down, shot, blocked it over to Coops. Coops at the hash mark. Back up top for Parker. Parker over to Ryan. Ryan top of the circle. Down low for Ryder. Back for Ryan. Bouncing puck. Ryan corrals it. Moves it to Parker. Parker at the blue line. Over to Costa. Costa back up top to Parker. Parker over to Ryan. Ryan doesn't make it all the way through. Parker takes this away. Rims it down for Ryder. It skips over his stick. Coast rims it. Costa cuts it off. Parker calls for it at the top. Walks down low. Shot. Blocked into the corner. Yep. Out of the zone. Face out to play it. Chips it ahead for Ryan. Ryan drops it for Dylan. Dylan skates it up. Round one. Round two. Dylan still with it. Goal line. For Coop. Over to Parker. Back to Costa. Back to Parker. Over to Ryan. Backdoor looking for Coops. Doesn't find it. Coops keeps this down low though. Settles it over to Parker. Parker. He walks it down low. Tip over the net. With that Ryder down to Ryan. 45 seconds left on the power play. Ryan sets it up. You get matching penalties here on Dylan and one of the Coast players in front of the net. Couple of slashes. Langen and Krochok, Paul, Penny, Kai. 42-second power play. Dylan can come out at 1:27 left in the period. They top one to ball up to Krochok. Andrew over to Langen. Langen back up top for Andrew. Andrew over to Kai. Kai fans on the shot, but it comes to Braxton. Looks in the middle, doesn't find anybody. Kai with it now to Andrew. 30 seconds left on the power play. Andrew to Kai. Kai in the bumper. Easton shot scores. Box for the power play goal. It's up one by Coast. Granville on the forecheck. Coast off the boards. Hoops takes this away. Tries to go through the middle. Doesn't connect. Fink steps up. Moves this over to Kale. Kale hits the ref skates. In on Granville. Shot wide. Rims all the way out. Puck taken by Granville. Knocked in deep. Coast with it. D2D. Tipped into the puck bench. Henning and Taya Day, Lang and Henning. Day pulls this out of the scrum, moves it up to Henning, over to Langen. Langen, and from through tipped. Oh, toe save. Henning with a good tip there. Langen cuts this off, pulls it out of the zone, throws it in deep. Fox touches up. Back in is Henning. Rimmed around, and Taya picks this up. Day calls for it in the middle. Shot. It's the post. Langen on it. Over to Henning. Henning around one. Down low for Taya. Penny doesn't get all that one time. It comes right back to him. Shoots, he scores. Penny fanned on the one time. Well, not fan, didn't get much on the one timer. Puck popped right back out to him. He buries the second opportunity. Rock starting to roll now. There's up one by Coast. Indeed. Hits the ref. Pops out to Penny. Coast with it. Andrew picks his pocket, takes it away. Moves it to Day. Day in deep. Penny takes it away down low. Centers one, comes to Duraney. Duraney shoots. Blocker save. That's in. Parker. Parker with his third of the game. Take off to Coast. Yellow gets a stick out of this. Comes through to Parker. Parker slides on over to Andrew. Andrew lays the body. Ref goes into the Fox bench. Puck comes to Ryan. Shot. Blocker save. Chipped in deep past Andrew in the corner. Parker for it. Minute left. Avoids the hit. Takes a look. Off the stick. Out of the zone. Ryder's going to skate into it. He's got Ryan with him. Finds him. Ryan. Shoot. Save. Ryan, oh, he throws one off the back of the goalie, rides through the crease and not out. Adams for Ryan off his stick. Ryan rides the blue line, walks it down low. Up top for Coops. Parker calls for it. Coops. Parker shot, hits a player, not through. Comes to Coops, over to Ryan. In the zone, Ryan tries to chip one ahead for Ryder, taken away. Up top three to Fink, stands him up, takes the puck. Fink in deep. Reading off that puck, gets it in deep though. 10 seconds left in the period. Rimmed around, Dylan picks this up. Finds Hartz, tries to get one to Ryder. That will do it for the period. All right, back for the start of the third. Chase still in net. Fink and Coops on D. And Taya Hartz and Thornton at forward. Hartz wins this to Coops. Coops to Fink near side. We'll take a look. Go cross ice for Kale. Rimmed in deep. And Taya the first one there. Up, taken by Coast out of the zone. Coops can't collect. Hand to hand with it behind the net. Rims it around for Antaya. Antaya takes a peek. Backhands one through the middle. Coops stab. Shot. Scores.
Ball with it. Post shot. Soto. Take it behind the net. Takes it through the middle to himself. Backhands along for Soto. Off the skate. Anderson zone. Chipped in deep. Ryan centers one wide of the fans on it. Comes straight back to Ryan. He shoots. Wide. Ryan can't get there. Nets off the pegs. Moves it back down to Ryan. Ryan over the lane on the backhand shot.
In the net. Henning rims it down low. Dylan has to tag up. He does. Rims all the way around. D to D. Far side, not back. Near side. Tips along. Ryan can't get there. Jack does. Pulls it out of the zone. Thrown in deep. Box tags up again. Ryan in on the forecheck now. Ryan takes that away behind the net. Takes a look. Centers one. Puck pops two coast. They exit the zone. 1-on-2. Fink steps in. Takes that away. Comes to Ryan. Ryan near side to Dylan. Dylan on deep. Gets through the middle. Gets past everybody. No, I think on it. More Hearts for Day. Day's got Granville with him. Day has stood up. Coops swipes at this. Can't get there. Post enters his zone, and I'm thinking Coops. Pulled away by Coops. Tips it behind the net for Fink. Fink takes this. You can't get that out of the zone. Through the middle, comes back to Costa. Costa settles it. Rips with the Granville. He chips it to Hearts. Hearts around the hit. It's in his feet. Fink finds it. Chips it off of Granville. Granville enters his own. Will it? Shot scores. Goes with it. It's put the head. Not it in deep. Now it is. Gives speed to Rainey. Rainey behind the net with it. Rainey skates out with it. Looks near side. Hits Antea. Antea skates it in. Throws the brakes on. Around the contact. Gets help from Hart. Hart sends it back in and along. Take it by Coast. And one-on-one. Andrew pokes that away. Right to Antea. Antea's got Granville with him. Antea cuts the middle. Slides over to Parker. Parker sends one through. Toe save. Andrew thought about stepping for it. Didn't. Puck skipped all the way down. Ice. It's off to Langen. Drops it for Kai. Kai goes wide. Goal line. On the net. Wrapper on the top. That's in. Post takes a penalty after a play there. Penny had to take the draw. Kai back to along to Langen. Langen enters his zone. Penny drives the net. Jack sends one on net. Gets knocked behind the net by the goalie stick. Penny picks this up. Back ends along for ball. Ball centers. Kai doesn't get a clean look at it. Penny gloves it down. Shoot save. I don't know. It's on. Like ball with it. Sends. Oh, he scores. He's trying to pass it to Kai back door, but it was put it in the back of the net. Running clock. With it. Head to tail, chips it ahead for Ryan. Will be fun. Ryan pokes it away. Goalie plays it in the corner. Ryan ridden off that puck. Gets out from Ryder. Post takes this away. Coop steps up, takes it. Coop enters his own. Poked up his stuff. Ryder lifts the stick, takes this away. Puck hits tail skate up in the air. Hit wide. Kale picks this up back into the long for Ryan. Glove down by Kale. Goes B side for it. Moves it out to Fink. Fink up ahead for Ryder. Ryder enters the zone. Throws the brakes on. Up chips out of the zone by Coast. Hearts with it. Head for Adam. Coast with it, fans on it. E to D, far side now. Through the middle, hits Granville skate. Rainey steps up, takes a hit, moves it to Andrew. Misses Andrew, though. In the corner, Andrew picks it up. Andrew off the boards for Parker. Parker gives it right back to him. Skips off Andrew's stick. Down low for Taya. Taya takes the hit. Over to Andrew to Duraney to Hartz. Hartz breaks in. Over to Antaya. Drives the net. Antaya, backdoor for Granville. Doesn't connect. Lenny takes him wide. He gets around Lenny. Chase out. Saves it. Puck pops out to Lenny. Lenny for ball. Chips ahead for Antaya. Antaya, red line deep. Rimmed around. Langen gets his skate on this. Pops all the way around, though. Kai picks it up in front of Chase. Fakes a drop pass. Kai goes down. Turned over. Through the middle. Lenny gets a stick on this. Slides it out the ball. Ball in the zone with Kai. Ball drops it for Penny. Penny walks in. Tries to wrap around attempt. That's stopped. Shipped out of the zone by Coast. In on Henning and Langen. Sent in deep. In the corner. Coast with it. Poked away by Lenny. Side of the net now. Langen ran off that puck. Kai with a stickler. Pulls this out of the zone. Kai hard after. It's not going to get there. Off the boards. Almost too many for Fox. Chase plays this over for Langen. Langen takes a look. Throws one up ahead for Dylan. Dylan enters his zone. He's got Ryan and Ryder. Ryder, backdoor for Ryan, misses. Post turns this over. Coops. First one there. Picks it up. Takes a look. Goes behind the net. Near side for Dylan. Dylan through the middle. Hits Ryan. Ryan has that poked away. Rimmed around. Fink steps. Doesn't cut this off. Ryan with it in front of the scorer's box. Ryan's pass. Hits a skate. Fink chips it softly ahead for Dylan. Dylan corrals it for Ryder. Ryder enters the zone. Goes wide on his backhand. Goes the brakes on. Dylan near side. Good save. Adams. Ryan sets a little pick for him. Ryder throws it up off the boards for Coops. Coops over to Fink. Fink sends one through. Loose. Ripped out of the zone by Coast. That's going to settle down in front of the Fox man. Coops with it. For Dylan, for Ryder. Ryder cuts through the middle. Loses that puck. Bounces free to Dylan. Dylan has his stick lifted. Ties it up at the blue line. That gets out of the zone. Andrew back for it, though. Over to Hartz. Fox tags up. Post to the middle. Parker sends that into the Coast bench. Granville, Hartz, Thornton, Duraney, Coast. Face off one by Coast. Down deep. Granville, Thornton gives chase. Granville almost gets there. Hartz does, though. Puck kicks out free to Coast. Chipped in deep. Kochak's first one there. He rims it around for Gale. Gale can't get all of that. Seals this up. Gets help. Pops free. D-side. Andrew with it. Now Parker with it. Kochak with it. Takes a look. Through the middle. Off of Granville's stick. Can't move it in deep. Coast does. Andrew picks this up. Cycles it for Parker. Parker exits the zone. Through the middle. Oh, misses sticks. Post wins this. Poked ahead. Day almost gets there. And Taya does that. Jake in with it. The contact. Loses the puck though. Gets past Day and Penny. Out of the zone. Henning with a swipe. Gets around Langen. Chase shuts the door. Penny with it. Drags around one. Throws it around two. Gets it to Day. Day chips in deep. Taya over for it. Taya takes a hit. Day, Penny. Pops out to Lenny. Lenny for Penny. Penny. Gonna get a whistle. Puck come out of the zone. Face off, one to ball. Ball enters the zone, drops it for Kai. Kai over for Ryan. Fans on that shot. Lenny stands him up, puck in deep. Chase rims this hard around for Kai. Kai rips off his stick. Ball and Toysher give chase. Coast with it through the middle. Sauce pass. Cut off by Ball. Has his stick lifted though. Puck in deep. Chase cuts this off. Takes a look. Rims it around. Coast gets there first. Pops it free to the middle. Ryan skates a stick around the hit. Ryan in around the D. Still with it. Shot. Save. I can't see me back then, you can call me CEO or the ROCO. Fresh out the fire pan in the fire. Be the music biz #1 supplier. Flyer in a piece of paper bear my name. Got the hottest chick in the game, wearing my chain, that's right, ho. Matt DOC, but similar to the letters, no one can do better. Arts wins this draw to Adams to Fink, down low. Post takes it. Chips out of the zone. Adams skips off his skate. Hoops is the first one there. Backhands it to Fink. Fink through the middle. Off of Hart's stick and deep. Fink picks this up in the corner. Rims it. That's going to be cut off by Coast. Hart's skate takes that away in the middle. Behind the net has his pocket pick. Side of the net now. Backhanded along into the far corner. Fink gets there first. Through the middle to Adams. Adams has Dylan near side. Dylan takes the hit, moves the puck down for Adams. Bounted puck, Ryder can't settle it. Now he does. Up for Fink. Fink, shot doesn't make it all the way through. Post with it, near side. Through the middle, Dylan with a stick lift. Up in deep, though. Face out to play it, rips it hard around. Dylan's first one there. Dylan skates into it. Tries to drag around, can't. Puck turned over, down low. Post with it. Fink takes him wide, takes the body. Through the middle, doesn't connect. Shot over the net. Down low, good stick by Braxton. Takes that away. Dylan plays the body. Fink takes the puck. 2 minutes left. Fink throws it. Not out. Now it's out. Back in, though. Fink over to Coops. Coops back to Jack. Jack misses Dylan. Icing. Face off. 1, 2. One of the lighting your head on